So like, you know, when you meet someone, it's like, I just want to get to know them, I just really like them.
Okay.
It has to be that spark. The last thing is just, you have to have a passion for something. So you have one passion or one talent. That's my list. So if you're good at one thing, if you're down to improve constantly, that's two out of four.
That's a great list. It sounds like a guy who's looking to date. Now I'm going to tell you the real list, all right? This is the
that's
list.
nice, single man.
Yeah. No, because we have to be fair to the women. The women are really looking for answers, right? True. Let's be fair. And I understand your plight, so trust me, I get it, right? Men sit, okay, she got to look good, right? She has to cook. She has to clean.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got black men and women are taught not to get along. This right here, you'll just be hearing it from men's point of view. This is, I think about like 5 or 6 men on this podcast, and the hostess is a black female. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. We're gonna hear it from them. We're gonna get a straight male's point of view. I don't think I ever done this. We really only done women's point of view. But man, look, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome to a special edition of Ask a Black Man, the show where we get real answers from real men. I'm your host, Kayla Walker, and on this episode, we're talking about the list. Yes, ladies, the men have a list too. And before we get started, we're gonna meet our men. First up, we have Deval. Then we have Faison. Next up, Josen. Next, Egomeli. And last but not least, Devin. All right, guys, let's get into this. The list, okay? Tell me, why do y'all need a list?
The list is bull. It changes. It changes. So for example, what you wanted at 18 is not gonna be the same thing you want at 25. So what so many people do is they drink the happiness Kool-Aid, right? And what the happiness Kool-Aid is like, oh, society tells me I need these things in order to be happy, right? So you just put a bunch of things on your list that you think are gonna make you happy until you experience those things and you realize, oh snap, that don't even make me happy.
I'm at a younger age, kind of, but you know, you still see like random people popping into your life. You're like, yo, I like this person. It has nothing to do with any kind of list.
That's true.
It's a personal connection. There's good vibes. There's good energy. There's good chemistry between people. And you try it out, and you fill them out. And if you really like feel each other, then you'll both connect in some kind of way and work hard to make the other person happy.
What is on this list?
I think there's 4 things.
Just 4? Okay.
So 1, she lets you chase your dreams in peace. That's 1. 2, she has to know that everything is all about improvement. So physically, emotionally, mentally, sexually, there's always room for improvement. 3,
It's a great list.
magic, right?
Magic?
Magic. So like, you know, when you meet someone, it's like, I just want to get to know them, I just really like them.
Okay.
It has to be that spark. The last thing is just, you have to have a passion for something. So you have one passion or one talent. That's my list. So if you're good at one thing, if you're down to improve constantly, that's two out of 4.
That's a great list. It
I'll
sounds
take
like
his
a
list.
list
It's
right
short
there.
and simple, just like how men like it.
It sounds like
Good
a
list.
list of a guy who's looking to date. Now I'm going to tell you the real list, all right? This is the
that's
list.
nice, single man.
Yeah. No, because we have to be fair to the women. The women are really looking for answers, right? Let's be fair. And I understand your plight, so trust me, I get it, right? Men sit, okay, she got to look good, right? She has to cook. She has to clean. Got to make us laugh, because we just want to laugh.
Once you get into the particulars,
Hey, yeah, he just went and cut straight to the chase, man. He said, man, look, bro, we just gonna get to the nitty gritty, man. We want a woman that look good, that can clean, fit, and listen. That's all we need. That's all we need. Something simple, man. You know, the other guys are just trying to make it a little more fancier. You know, hey man, you know, we need to be able to connect, you know what I'm saying, on the universal level, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, she gotta know what I want. I gotta be able to read her mind. She gotta be able to read my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I should be able to give her a glare in my eye, look at her like, you know what I'm saying? She just automatically know to meet me in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, so man, like he getting straight to it, man. He just telling you what men want, black men in general. But what men want, With men, very simple. We just want something simple, man. We want you to be able to listen, be very submissive, clean, take the stress off of us. That's it, man. That's all we want. Like they say, sex, silent sandwich. That's all we really want, man. So, and it shouldn't be that hard to get, especially if a man is doing what he's supposed to do, making sure that you're good on your end. You know, what's wrong with making sure he's good on his end, you know? Giving his ass sex, sucking his meat, making up some food, and simply having him come home to a clean crib.
Of a guy, and that's when the list really starts. It's like the fine print of the list.
Right.
It's like the
I agree with that.
small things.
I agree with that.
That, you know, maybe you didn't even, maybe the man didn't even know he needed until he was 1 year into a relationship.
That made a lot of. Go ahead.
No, I think for me personally, my list is real simple. It's honesty. Because whatever you find attractive in me, I want my significant other to be my compliment. So if you find my hustle attractive, have that hustle. Don't lie to yourself like, oh, I want that, and then you have nothing to compliment that.
I think so often women try to find a guy and say, I want to make my.
Hey, that does make sense. Just pretty much go back to like this these societal terms, fat phobic and all that stuff. Hey, you know, you got to be able to accept me because I'm this big. Like, hey, you got a big woman that's damn near 300 pounds, not cute or anything, but want a man that's don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? She out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Not all that attractive. Living off food stamps or whatever, but you want a man that's fit, got a beard, look good, works out all damn day, got hella bank. How are you complimenting that? You know, and that's pretty much what he's just saying, just to break it out.
Myself fit on his list.
Yeah.
And that's where the issues come in. So it's like, if I don't fit on his list, then something's wrong with me. No, sweetheart, nothing's wrong with you if you don't fit on his list. You just don't fit with him.
But then, like I said, that fine print area is where a lot of things go wrong because people don't, one, the man doesn't necessarily communicate those things that he wants.
That's true.
Two, the woman doesn't ask, well, what more do you need?
It's three things. Know what you want, know how to get what you want, and when you get it, know how to keep it. I wrote something when I was in 6th grade. I was right hand of God. I'm gonna marry me a light-skinned girl with green eyes, and I'm gonna have pretty light-skinned babies. In the 6th grade, I don't know where that came from.
I don't know where that came from either.
But then over time, I realized, I'm like, oh, well, that's not me. But in the 6th grade, I literally got the paper at home somewhere in a box, in little scribble, my 6th grade signature.
You gonna get so much backlash for that. Ooh, you gonna get it. No.
And you see how he'll receive backlash for that. Like, it's a whole preference. Like, if he wants a light-skinned chick with green eyes, what the fuck is wrong with that? How is he automatically deemed as a colorist? As a colorist, I always tell people like, man, shoot, yeah, you know, I've always been into light-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? Either white, light-skinned. You know, I didn't really mess with too much of the dark-skinned women, but you know, shit, if I did, I did. You know, and there was nothing wrong with it. I don't have anything against going with somebody that's my skin complexion. I have a problem with that. I dated plenty of women my skin complexion. I just prefer more light-skinned women. I'm more attracted to light-skinned women. How would I be considered a colorist or someone who hates myself? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he can't get no backlash for that, man. He can't get no backlash. You know, and then he even turned around and said, you know, hey, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I might be fucking with more of the dark-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? But he'll still receive backlash for saying that.
So we posed this question to Instagram and we got some feedback. At Tinder11Karen wants to know, are men as picky about their list as women?
You know, I think the biggest thing for me, and I don't think we addressed this, is that this is Ask a Black Man, right? I think a lot of women struggle because they don't understand the plight of the black man and what we go through between the ages of 25 and 35. And I think that's the real issue here, is why we as a people can't understand each other. You know, majority of the women who are gonna watch us are black, right? And I feel like we systematically are taught not to like each other. If you look at just cosmetics, like he said, light skin, light eyes. You know, you see a woman, all these women on TV are getting lip injections, right? But if a black woman walks in with full lips, her lips are too big. What black men are going through in these days is that we're trying to grind. We're trying to establish ourselves. A lot of the men up here got bachelor's degrees, right? You're the first in your family to get a bachelor's degree probably, right? Did your father have a bachelor's degree? So what we're competing against is that a lot of black women are looking on TV and they're living that lifestyle like, man, I want somebody who's 25, fully developed spiritually, mentally, has his foundation together, his money together, and wants to be with one woman. It's not possible for a black man to have all of that between 20 and 35 because we're trying to grow and trying to build something for you. And we're intimidated.
He's hitting this shit right on the head, man. It takes time for a man from 20 years of age to 30 to be a successful, well-developed man. Men usually do not reach their financial stride until their late 30s. They usually do not reach the financial stride until their late 30s. And I'm not talking about athletes. Let's take away the athletes. We're just talking about people who had to grind, started from nothing, and was able to get a whole lot and, you know, be a millionaire, a thousandaire, having $800,000 in the bank or whatever at a young age. So, and these are women's standards today. They expect young men to already have it all. Like women up in there in college. Oh man, shit, I don't want no broke nigga. Shit, I want me a goddamn dude, man, who out here, man, got money. Women's standards today are rocky. They're all over the place. But he's hitting it right on the head.
By you because you walk in with your Louboutins, your Gucci bags, your shades on, and your first thought is, I want somebody who can provide all this for me. We can't provide all that for you right now because I just got out of undergrad. I got to pay back my school bills and my debt.
What women would be surprised at is the things, not that we're picky about our list, but the things on our list that we're picky about. My brother said, like, for instance, like a woman that can make us laugh, right? That's a big thing. My girlfriend cracks me up, and I can't tell you how valuable that is to me.
So, do you think that black women have way too much on their list compared to other cultures?
No. Race is an issue, though. Because think about it, the pool of men that black women have to go in when it comes to black men is a lot smaller than the pool of white men.
You have to be sensitive to the fact that, like, a black woman may have different needs than women that come from other races. Definitely. And just like any woman that decides to date a black man has to understand that with that comes different needs and a different level of understanding.
That's true.
You sign up to marry a black man, you should automatically know that when we walk out in these streets, it is less safe for us than it is for other groups of people.
How do you define black love?
As soon as you date somebody with black, it's like black is such a dominant gene in the genealogical gene pool that it's like, it's black love. Like, for instance, my father found my mother.
If you ask me what's the definition of black love, for me, it's only just the understanding. I can't go out here and date a white woman and she understands my struggles. She understands my ancestors' struggles. She understands what it means to be black. If I go out here and date a black woman, she understands that. When the Black Lives Matter movement, me and her, me and a black woman. Black Lives Matter movement, me and a white girl, she's not gonna understand too much. You know, they always say, man, white people can't understand what black people go through. You know, so, you know, like me personally, like a white woman can understand what black people going through. Can they actually, like, understand it to the depth that we can? I don't think so, but they can understand, like, what's going on, you know? So.
Walking through the park, still to this day, refuse to believe that my mother's white. He says she's light-skinned, she's Spanish, she's Indian.
And that's where it comes from. That's where
He's like, this is black love. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I met, you know, grandma was like Irish or something like that. But he's still like, this black love. Like, your mother's light-skinned. She's not, no, she's light-skinned. I'm like, all right, well, cool. So I'm a product of, I guess, black love. So for me, seeing that growing up that way, just know nothing on the color spectrum that I'm gonna be like, well, if I'm in a relationship with you, it's black love.
Okay.
That's just me.
All right.
If you look at some of the hashtags like mixed chicks, you know, for example, my wife is black and Indian, and she used to get upset when, you know, she would put her hair be wet and they'd be like, team natural, like, oh, you're not natural because you Indian. She's like, I'm black, my mother's Jamaican, like, stop trying to take away my blackness. You know, and we had a popular magazine look at our wedding photos, loved them and said that they couldn't post them because my wife wasn't black enough.
Wow.
And I think that that's you crazy, man. You know how mad I was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wanted to black out.
Why don't you say the name of the magazine so we never read it again?
It's crazy, man, because we always talk about Black Lives Matter and stuff. Black Lives Matter means light-skinned women and dark-skinned women. I'm talking about light-skinned, like black people who have a very light, a light skin complexion. You know, that's where you get your light-skinned niggas from. We have that, right? Women are always talking about Black Lives Matter. Y'all need to protect y'all sisters, right? But we'll sit over here and down light-skinned women. Oh man, well, light-skinned women always think they're better than this, blah, blah. Like, no. Just people prefer light-skinned women. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, yo. Shit, got them get together, make some old damn black babies. Shit, hell, I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't want to support it, but I do think that what he's touching on is something that can, like, kind of, to me, Black Love is about defying the odds that society stacks against you. You know,
Like people.
like it goes back to like identifying like what society is doing to us as a people,
Right.
and how that is actually like
Say one thing.
hurting us. Yes. And if you try to act like that doesn't exist, then you're gonna hurt yourself.
All right, get in here real quick, Faison. I got one more question.
People expect, black couples to look like Love and Hip Hop, or like one of these reality TV shows where you're like arguing and throwing wine on each other. And then like when you're in like a restaurant, you walk into a 5-star restaurant. Let's say you're going to like the Ritz-Carlton and you're chilling with your girl. They expect you to be black and then wilding out when you can't just sit down and have a distinguished conversation.
All right, fellas, let me ask you this. Which celebrity couple do you think sort of displays black love?
Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Okay, boom.
I think
No
it'd be
hesitation.
Barack and Michelle.
Barack and Michelle, I think
Barack
it'd
and
be easy.
Michelle.
Jada and Will.
Remy Ma and Papoose. It's on the urban side. They still do it. Pap held it down when she was in jail.
Nah, black people love each other hard and strong, the same way any other, ethnicity or race love each other. And we're finally controlling the narrative because of forums like this, where men can get up here and we can debate and we can articulate and we can talk about the things that make us feel like we want in our women. I think that this is important. This is black love right here. This is black bro love.
I love it. I love it. We can talk about black love and the list all day long.
All right, man, so that's the end of the video. Final thoughts. Like I said, my definition for black love is just the understanding. It's just the understanding of what we go through with my skin color, what black people go through. If I date a black woman, that's black love. You automatically have an understanding of what we went through. You understand the pain, the pain, the feelings, everything that we've been through. There's George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling of being able to go out here and knowing cops aren't in your favor. If I date a white woman, that would not be black love, because she don't understand shit. She does not understand the full depths of what black people are going through. So that's my definition of black love. Number two, when Faison, I believe, he talks about, he's saying people expect us to have the relationship like they have on Love and Hip Hop, where they always arguing and bickering and shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to enjoy that shit from the 9th grade all the way up until my senior year of high school. I used to enjoy that shit, man. I really did. But it was very repetitive, started to get too boring. You just get out of that phase, man, and it's scripted, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that monkey shit, man. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over. They got them throw a drink in each other's face. I'm talking about they build it up one episode. Like, you like, oh shit, well, they about to get in that fight next episode. I can't wait till next Monday. Just for next Monday to happen, all they damn do is just throw a damn drink on each other. Corny. So, but that is true. They do expect us to act out. And it's really up to you, man. If you want to have a classy relationship or have a ratchet ghetto relationship. And then thirdly, she asks, what celebrity couple represents a black couple, a great black couple? This guy said Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Okay, so once again, this video was 6 years ago. Remember that, this video was 6 years ago. So I'm sure he has a different view of Jada and Will Smith now, but I wouldn't say them at all. 0%. Me personally, I would say Jay-Z, Beyonce. Keisha K. my boy Gucci. Let me see. Who else? You know, Russell Wilson, Sierra Wilson. You know, and this probably more, but it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, I like the video. The video's pretty good. You know, I enjoyed it. It's very informative. This is showing you what it's like to be a black man. What does a black man really want? You know, you got some of these other dudes trying to be freaking fancy. You got my boy over here. I forgot the man's name. That's in the gray shirt. It's like in the gray black shirt. You know, he was hitting it on the head the whole time, man. He was hitting it on the head. He was keeping it blunt. He was saying, man, look, I'm telling you what we want. This is what we want. Boom, 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 boom. Keeping it straight to you, straight, fast, forward. You know, for some reason, a lot of women do not like that. But he just saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? A, B, C, D, E. That's how simple it is. This is what we want. This is what we just want. Sex, silence, and sandwiches. That's it. That's it, man. You know, we're going to take care of the rest. We're going to make sure you eat. We're going to make sure you're good. We're going to make sure you got roof over your head, clothes on your back. Simple shit, man. Simple shit that a man needs to do to make sure his girl is good. So, do me a favor, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Out.